What's up, guys? This is Martin here, and today we're gonna talk about discipline. Yes, the motivational guru's favorite topic to talk about. And just like the title suggests, everything that you want in life is rooted in discipline. Discipline is the root of all success. So, and specifically, it's about your habits and how your habits shape your future. And guys, I just want to give you a quick example. Think about all the great things that you currently have in your life. Did any of these things come from a single act or one action that you took? Probably not. Because the greatness to life, or the greatness in life, is built on habits and disciplines over a long period of time. And yes, this is not popular today, especially when it comes to this instant gratification world that we live in. With social media, TikTok, Instagram, all pills, or the microwave foods that we have. Everything that we want now has to be instant. Everything that we want now has to be instant. But that's not how life works. And we've been deceived and manipulated for a long period of time when it comes to this topic. And I wish this is something that people would have taught me at school. If that was, if I've learned it if I've learned all the habits and disciplines that I have right now, when I was, let's say, 12 years old, I will be so much further ahead. Anyway, let's talk about discipline now. And I want to give you guys some practical tips as well. I'm not just going to rant about discipline and don't give you guys any practical action steps that you can take right now. Because discipline is heavily integrated with habits, or it's basically the same thing in a way. So let's talk about it, how to actually build discipline. And in order to break it down for you guys, we need to understand how discipline works in its purest form. When it comes to the human body, or the human mind specifically, it was not designed for success by God, nature, or whatever you guys believe in, the universe. It was designed for survival and to avoid fear, or to gain pleasure. We as humans are driven by two main mechanisms. We want to avoid pain, or we want to gain pleasure. That's the two driving factors we have as humans. And so, in order to build discipline and to have great habits, we sort of have to hypnotize ourselves in a way and force ourselves to whatever it is that we want to do at a given moment. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples and strategies that you can use to make sure that these habits that you want to acquire in your life actually stick with you. And I've used all of these strategies, by the way. Strategy number one, the 2-minute rule. I think I've read it for the first time when I read the Atomic Habits book. And it basically concludes that whatever it is that you want to do at first, start with just 2 minutes a day, or 2 reps. So let's say if you want to start reading a new book, just start by reading 2 pages a day, or maybe a page a day if it's only 2 minutes. Well, let's say if you want to start going to the gym, you want to start working out, you want to lose some weight, for instance, start by walking for 2 minutes a day. Just 2 minutes a day. Well, let's say if you want to make more sales, if you're a sales rep, start by doing 2 extra reps a day, 2 extra sales calls, 2 extra outreaches, whatever it is, 2 follow-ups a day. You get it. And the reason why you might want to make it so simple is so that your brain doesn't perceive it as dangerous or that it doesn't perceive it as too much work at the start, because that's where most people mess it up, myself included, on many occasions. We want to make sure that the tasks or the task that we want to do on a consistent basis is simple and easy as well. It doesn't mean that it should be easy to perform, but that it shouldn't be like too much work for us on a daily basis. And some of you guys might have a counter argument to it. Like, let's say, if you want to, let's take the previous example. If you want to start losing weight, or you want to start walking every day, someone could argue that, oh, I can just start walking for 5 hours a day, once a week. But that's not how it works. The whole point of all of this is that you want to stick to something for a long time. And it's not going to happen if you start to overextend yourself too much at the beginning, before you've actually built the habit. So it's very important, guys. Like, this is such an important thing that I wish I knew when I was younger, because you don't want to overchew yourself. You don't want to go past your current abilities and limits. Sure, over time, once you get really, really good at what you do, you can start adding more reps, you can bump up the frequency, you can start going on, let's say, longer walks, going back to the previous example, and you're gonna get more results. But that's as time goes on. That's once you've already built the habits. You feel me? It's very important, guys, because you don't want to make it too hard, because once it is, your brain wants to go into escape mode. Try it out. It really works. Strategy number 2. And this is somewhat similar to the first strategy, but it's even simpler, and it's called the Kaizen strategy. And it's somewhat the same thing as what I've described earlier, but this one is a little bit different. Here, you want to take even smaller baby steps. So let's say just take the workout example again. Let's say we want to start working out. Instead of waking up, going to the gym, and working out, sweating, going all in at the beginning, you can start by, let's say, just placing your shoes near your bed after you wake up and putting them on for 2 or 3 minutes. And this is gonna sound stupid, but this is all to program your mind slowly over time that you're an active person, basically. But all of this is to program your mind subconsciously, very slowly, that you're actually a person who's active, and to slowly shift your identity into X type of person. Which brings me to the next point, and it's to shift your identity of who you are. And this step that I'm describing to you right now is somewhat of a continuation of the last 2 strategies. Someone might ask, what does it mean to shift your identity? It means that you have to believe that you're the type of person who's going to perform the activity. And yes, it's not easy to build belief, but sometimes you have to fake it till you make it in a way. And to achieve this, you can do different things. You can do self-affirmations, you can do visualization practices, you can meditate. You can listen to motivational music. There's a lot of different things that can work here. Like, let's say, for instance, if you want to make more money, you want to upgrade your financial life. Instead of making $20 an hour, you want to make $100 an hour. God damn, that's a pretty big change. Let's say your current job is, you're washing dishes, or you're a cleaner, and you really want to bump up your hourly wage. You can start by telling yourself that I'm making $100 an hour. I'm a professional sales rep that makes $100 an hour. And you keep repeating that over and over and over again. And over time, and guys, this is gonna sound so stupid, but it really works. But you also want to make sure that you keep that repetition cycle active over a long period of time. And this, because this is to slowly shift your belief system into that you're actually this type of guy or girl who can actually perform this activity. And this is not easy, because we as humans, it doesn't matter who you are, we've all had our hardships, our struggles. We also had our good moments, and we've been brought up to this world with a certain type of programming, or like to call it indoctrination. And it's like what they say, repetition is the mother of skill. So the more times you do it, the more times you tell yourself that you're this type of person. Like, you can, but when you say this, you want to make sure that you include energy with it. You don't just want to say, oh, I'm this, I'm that. You want to say, no, I am this type of person who can actually make a change. You see the difference in my energy now? Like, energy is everything, guys. Energy is what drives this world. And yeah, this sounds crazy, but once you keep telling yourself that over a long period of time, you're gonna get to a point of belief. And you're gonna believe that you're actually worthy of whatever it is that you want to achieve. At the same time, though, you can't just be a guy who just believes. You also have to put in the work. You need to have a proven plan on getting towards whatever it is that you want to go towards. And it doesn't matter what it is. It can be, getting a new job, becoming an entrepreneur, increasing your sales by X amount, getting, making new connections, getting a new life partner, all those things. It doesn't matter what it is. And the last tip I can give you guys, this is going to be a bonus one, is make sure that you eliminate all distractions, especially today with technology and how important it is in our daily functionality. Try to eliminate distractions as much as possible. That means turn off your phones, turn off the computer, turn off your notifications especially, and make sure that you focus on the tasks that matter the most. Like, write it down, write it down on a piece of paper. And it's been proven by studies as well that we remember things better and are more likely going to commit to something once we put it down on paper. So that's quite interesting. And another thing you can also do is to track your time. See how much time you're actually wasting on these numberless activities, like scrolling through social media, watching cat videos on YouTube, and just doing such useless activities, really. And you'll be shocked, because I was shocked as well when I really paid attention to how much time I wasted personally. So anyway, that sums it up for this video. I hope you guys found value in what I just told you. I know when you apply the tips that I just gave you, they will change your life. But again, it's all about the application. That's about it. Have a wonderful day. It's just like what Aristotle said a long time ago. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. And he was spot on. It's crazy how this knowledge from Stoicism and from thousands and thousands of years is still relevant today. It's crazy.